The year is 2054, and we are still waiting for Here We Go for Bryan. But first, honestly, welcome, Andy. Andy straight in with the comment. It's what it feels like, brother. It's what it feels like. Welcome, it's me, Everest. Welcome, Lucas. Oh, my days. Where do we start? I had such a good feeling about this weekend. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit hungover. Had a few too many yesterday, but that's for another time. But I was kind of hoping that I'd wake up this morning to a little something about Bryan. The Bryan Brigade was going to be in full swing. And what do we get? I'll tell you what we get. We get news coming in. Manchester United in for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This book, I don't use the book anymore. It's gone. It's gone. I've cursed the fucking lot of us. Unbelievable. The news as well that come out today is that we know now that Gyökeres is going to go to Arsenal. It's pretty much done. How do we feel about that? For me, I feel like it's going to be heartbreak. I was so excited for the start of the season. Now watching him line up against us for Arsenal is something that's going to be a bitter pill to swallow. Now, of course, before we get into everything, if you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribing and, of course, liking that video. Plenty to discuss today. Hello, Chappie. Hope you are well, my friend. Hello, Moxie, Sean. Honestly, yeah, Bryan Brigade. Where is it? Where is he? Where is he? Is this the same Dan that was being giddy last stream? Yeah, something like that. And welcome, Jamie. Welcome. And you know something, Jamie? You're probably right there. You're probably right. So, news coming in today that we are still waiting for the Here We Go. It seems like 17 years ago, it was just about to be the medical things. How are we like we're 5 million away from getting the terms right. And we are still in the same situation of not being anywhere near it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's I'm in a mood tonight. I'm in a fucking mood. So with the board now, we've heard, I was one of the ones that said, Barada, fair play to you. You've come out and you've said all the things, the right things that we want to hear, in the sense of we're going to do this the correct way. That's only got you so much time. We are now on the 6th of July. Tomorrow is pre-season training. Tomorrow we are getting the players back. And tomorrow we will not have any other new signings but Cunha. It's getting a bit, I'm going to be honest with you, it's getting a bit silly now, and I'm getting very angry with it and very agitated with it. Evening to Mustafa, hope you are well. And Bill, hope you are well too, my friend. Looking at it objectively, if DCL stays fit, he'll be, well, this is the thing though. Dominic Calvert-Lewin played 26 games last season, scored 3 goals, 1 assist. Well, I'll put this to you guys in the chat. We may as well just keep Højlund. At least Højlund isn't injured every other game. At least Højlund doesn't. I just can't believe what we're seeing. And yeah, Jamie, it is a case of just needing to pay that 5 million. This week, coming panel show with Potts LB. Dan Potts will be on tomorrow by the sounds of things. So Dan Potts will be making his debut tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Cunning, what's this? As the attention from criticism from yesterday by announcing. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. With Zubamendi and Gyökeres. Yeah, Arsenal. Whether I like it, whether you guys like it, we've got Newcastle fans here. We've got Liverpool fans in here. Whether you like it or not, Arsenal with Gyökeres becomes a very, very different ball game. They become a club that has that number 9 up there that, more importantly, can put the ball in the back of the net. And with this one, Andy, with this one, just pay the fee for Bryan. Ineos are a joke, penny pinching again. Do you know what Ineos have done to Bryan? This was meant to be an exciting signing. There's no exciting. They've absolutely killed the buzz around this poor bloke. This poor bloke, who was so excited to come to Manchester United, has given his word to us that he wants Manchester United and nothing else. This is the freest of hits you will ever get. And Manchester United, I don't know whether because they know that he will only come to us, I don't know whether they're thinking, we'll just take our sweet time with this. We can barter and bring the fee down. I just don't get it. And yeah, Barada has killed the buzz. I still back my team in City for the title as long as Mikel is on the wheels. I don't know, though. I don't know without It's Me Everest. I'm going to be honest with you. I genuinely feel like Arsenal are moving in the right direction now. I genuinely feel like they are moving in the right direction. And Moxie, you can put money. You can put money on it. I'm not a betting man. But you can put, if he signs, right, which he's going to, go down to the shop, to the bookies, put on fucking 50 quid if you want. He will score against Manchester United in the first game of the season. That I'm absolutely convinced about. Shane, big up. Hope you are well. And also, yeah, this is another thing. I said this to everybody that would listen, that Leon, they would promote it like he was a new signing. We've known this guy is going to be here since fucking January. I just despair with them. I despair with them. Red Devil United, hope you are well. Hope you are well. Yeah, and we're moving at a snail's pace. Now, this is the problem. So we've got the preseason tomorrow. They come back in tomorrow. It is then, let me have a look. What are we on? So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days. I could have worked that out myself, to be fair. 13 days until we play Leeds in a preseason friendly, in our first preseason friendly. Where's the signings? Where's the buzz? There is no buzz. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, this is what terrifies me about Dominic Calvert-Lewin being the signing that United make. It is going to be one of those deadline day signings. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Do you remember a few years ago when we made all those signings on deadline day? One of them was Diallo, actually, but he stayed on loan. Cavani was another one. I'm trying to think who else it was. There was a few we made. I think Alex Telles was another one. We can't be doing the deadline day shit anymore. The days of us doing deadline shit is come and gone. Manchester United, if you are listening, we have been praying for a signing for the last 4 weeks. When did we sign? Hang on a minute. Let me just see when Cunha was announced. When was Cunha announced at United? June the 1st. So June the 1st was the day that they announced Cunha. How the hell has it taken a month and 5 days, and we are still no closer to getting this over the line? Tell me, because I urged you all to have patience. I sat here and I urged you all. I said, look, it's coming. Okay, we're going to get these signings in through the door. It's coming. I don't think it's coming. Unless they do an absolute madness in the next few days and start bringing out these signings and here we go, start flying in. I think there's a real chance here that Manchester United go on tour to America with just Cunha, maybe Bryan. It all depends, though. We need the Bryan deal needs to be done tomorrow. It has to be. They have to come tomorrow with a here we go, and then we can get it all sorted. Because do you know something? Even if we did get the here we go tomorrow, he ain't going to be a United player for another 2 or 3 days. Medical booked. You've got to wait for all that shit. Oh man, it's just so stressful. Donna, how are you? Hope you are well. Lovely to see you on here. DCL isn't good enough. We'll stick with Rasmus. This is what I'm saying, guys. This is what I'm saying. I'm telling you this. And yes, make sure you are liking the stream, people. Let's get those likes up. Bill says, to be fair, though, Dan, we've been trying to sign Elanga for pretty much an entire season. Yeah, I get it, but your squad's in a much better place than ours, Bill. Honestly, your squad's in a much better place than ours. Manchester United, by their own admission, said that last year wasn't good enough. Surely that should have been enough to get the alarm bells ringing to say, right, okay, we need to go out there and we need to make the signings like yesterday. But they haven't. They haven't. It's just the same old politics, same old bullshit excuses in the background, same old mistakes that we seem to be making. Now, the mistakes we made before was okay because teams weren't at the same level of us. There were still teams that were inconsistent. Newcastle obviously hadn't had the takeover they'd had. Chelsea was sort of hit and miss. You had Arsenal were just Arsenal. I'm talking a few years ago. Liverpool were decent. City were decent. They were the two ones. Mistakes back then, Manchester United could make them because they would always bring a big signing in. However, this time round, we are so far away from that race to the top five. Honestly, we haven't even picked up the baton from last season to start running yet. This was a relay race. We've already dropped the fucking baton. So I can't understand how the board can honestly sit there, day in, day out, and go, sorry, the United fans won't mind. They won't mind. It just shows how out of touch they are with this club. It just shows how out of touch these people are with football in general. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. What have we got here? There's so much better out there. How United are going to end up with DCL is especially shocking after being linked to Gyökeres, Watkins and Toney. So uninspiring from the outside looking in. What more can I say? I may as well end the stream, Lucas. You've just nailed it there. You've absolutely nailed every problem that there is in that stream. In that comment. Mustafa says this just shows incompetence from Barada and Wilcox. Well, yeah, I mean, fucking hell. They're motivational, aren't they? They're trying to be motivational weeks ago, saying, don't worry about Manchester United. We've got a plan in place. Well, that plan isn't fucking working. Do you think it's waiting to sell the 5 players? Well, Jamie, it's a good question, that, because it looks now like the move for Sancho to Juventus is pretty much there. It's just about sorting out the fee now. I believe he's agreed to the agreement with them. Personal terms are pretty much done. So he's on his way. Rashford obviously now will be. Rashford, actually saying that, Rashford might not go to Barca, because I don't know if anybody saw that shocking injury that Musiala had last night. I hope he gets better. I hope he gets well soon. It's a horrible, horrible injury. But I just wonder if that will push Bayern Munich to really, really throw out the gauntlet and say, right, we'll pay the money. We need you over here, because that's a big player that they're going to be missing for their season. Chappie says, did we expect... Oh, hang on. Why is that not working? There we go. Did we really expect anything different from United? Masters of spin? Absolutely. King of the bet. Amorim will be sacked because our leader's not serious. Amorim, at the moment, let me tell you this. Amorim must be absolutely pulling his hair out, because coming off the back of last season, these bozos in the board above him will have sat there at the end of the season counting all their dosh that they've made from all of us bloody supporters, going, yeah, Ruben, yeah, whatever you need, mate, whatever you need. Yeah. All right, yeah, see you later. As he goes out the door, fucking, can you believe he bought that? They're letting him down, and it's gonna fail because they fucked him over. It is gonna fail because they haven't given him the support that he needs as a manager. We know the players are not good enough. We've known this for years. Year after year, it's got worse. Year after year, we've got by scumming cups. Year after year, this has happened, and sadly, it's going to continue. It's going to continue to happen. They have got a lot to do now to make me even believe slightly in what they're planning to achieve. Because for them to come out and say 3 transfer windows and then we'll be up there and competing. What on earth is that? Like, where did he just? Was he just put on the spot? Did he just go 3 transfer windows? Yeah. Yeah. That's when we'll do it. It's absolute nonsense, and it is such a lack of oh God! It's just a lack of commitment. It's going into this blind. It's just ridiculous. Let me tell you this: Cunha is not going to save our season. Okay, Bryan, when we get him. Those 2 signings are not enough to get Manchester United to where they need to be. Okay? You're hearing the reports now that Onana just isn't going. He doesn't want to go. Why would he? He's on good money. You've got so many negatives in this team. This was the perfect opportunity, regardless of us being in financial trouble, regardless of that. This was the perfect opportunity to come out here and show a solid improvement to the way you do things behind the scenes. But they haven't done that. But they won't do that. They won't do it. Christ, man. It infuriates me. It infuriates me. As Donna says, yes, like and subscribe in the chat. It's free to do, and it does help the channel grow, and we are growing. The road to 500 is well and truly on its way. Andy says, would love to know what Amorim thinks about this shit show. I would imagine Amorim is absolutely furious. Now, this is a guy, I will say this. He will come out and say exactly what he's thinking, and I cannot wait. In fact, I'll tell you now, right? This is how we're going to know if Amorim really backs himself and really believes that he's the man to take this club forward. If he comes out tomorrow, because they'll do an interview with Amorim, they always do. The poor bloke does more interviews than I have a hot meal. Honestly, it's ridiculous. If he comes out tomorrow and says, I don't know where my players are, I was told I was going to get these signings. I was told that we were going to get the new boys in and that we were going to get the players who have been the biggest pile of dog shit out the door. If he comes out and says that tomorrow, we will know, and I'm not saying he'll say dog shit, but we will know. If he comes out and questions the owners and where we are going wrong as a football club, we will know that he is still a manager who still believes in what he's doing. However, if he comes out and does what Erik ten Hag did, which was Erik ten Hag his first few months come out and really, really went against the grain and told us how it was, what the problems were, and then he seemed to stop. If he comes out tomorrow and says, I'm happy, we've got Cunha, we're waiting for Bryan, I will be absolutely fuming, because that to me will say that's another manager. That's another manager who has come in with all of his ideas, wanting to be the difference, wanting to change the club, and has completely shit the bed and has been bought in by this bullshit upstairs. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. Moxie says, I'm giving them another week from tomorrow before I start panicking too much. Stay chilled for now. Moxie, I can't. Pre-season training starts tomorrow, brother. Pre-season training. When I look at clubs around us, Manchester City got all their signings done already. Liverpool have gone out there and got a load of their signings done already. Chelsea are going out there and pulling absolute madness. Arsenal are about to sign Gyökeres for 65 million. They're not paying 100 million for him. Where the hell is this? Where is this? What is this plan that Manchester United have? And I'll tell you this now. I'll tell all of you this now, and I can see a few of you in here. So if you're new, make sure you're subscribing. This is going to be worse next season. Manchester United will fail horrendously next season if we stick with the signings that we've got now and we don't bring anybody else in. Absolute joke. Bill says, I feel like the whole club is out of touch, which is with its entire identity. Completely agree. United's owners are too busy thinking about the stadium building than the team building. How are they going to afford the stadium? They're too busy begging off the fucking government for that. It's just the biggest mess. And I hear United fans still sit out there now and say, biggest club in the world. Biggest club in the world. Are we fuck? Manchester United fans, this might not be what you want to hear, okay? And I'm sorry, but this is where I have to give you a dose of reality here. We're not a big club. We are by reputation from what we won years ago, but didn't we used to absolutely take the piss out of Liverpool for this a few years ago? Oh, Liverpool always going on about history. That was my favourite thing I used to say to my Liverpool friends. Oh, you must have been quality at history in school because that's all you talk about. That's us now. That's us now. So when I hear these owners coming out and saying, don't worry, whoa. We've got everything in plan here. Everything's in check. It's absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. There's a few comments here. Let me quickly go through these. If we don't bring in anyone else, it will be fighting relegation, says Andy. I agree. So glad to get Sancho out. There is a God. Oh, I can't wait for that twat to go. I cannot stand Jadon Sancho. And like I've said to you several times before, chat, imagine being a player, right, that you go on loan to a club and they pay to send you back. This guy believes too much in his own, honestly, in his own bullshit. It was horrific, Bill. Horrific. Yes, and make sure you're liking the stream and make sure you're subscribing if you're new, guys. Fantastic. Jamie says Amorim will be the scapegoat for the sack, and it's not his fault. Okay, great point there, Jamie. How many managers have been a scapegoat for this ownership? How many managers have taken the fall for this ownership? When Jose Mourinho come out and said finishing second is one of his greatest achievements, we all laughed. Now when I look back at it, I think, Jesus Christ, he was right. It's just gone from bad to worse to horrific. It's just such an issue. Ginny-Esther, hope you're well. And oh, there we go. Look at that. Pete putting the raid in there. Thank you so much, Pete. Sophie is there. Queen Sophie in the show. Look at this. United is black and white. Oh, you bastards. Pete, we're going to have words about that. We're going to have words about that. Ridiculousness. Look at all these, though. Fantastic. Good to have you all on board, guys. And more. United is black and white. I can't take this. Look at the state of it. You know what you've done. And I'm in a foul mood as it is. Look at that. Fantastic, guys. So what we got here? Graham Bailey thinks Gallagher is better than Joe Linton. Joe Linton, man, honestly. This is what we talk about with people, right? So managers having to make the most of what they've got. Newcastle fans, there seems to be a lot of you in here. When before Eddie Howe took over as Newcastle, Joe Linton was a scrub. Everyone said he was crap. He moves him into central midfield. Boom, becomes an absolute unit. But we don't even have players at Manchester. I mean, could you imagine him trying to do that with any of the players we've got? The reason that our club is so shit at the moment is because these professional footballers can't play in a different formation. And they know they can't, and they use it as an excuse. That's why these people are trying to leave the club. Like Malacia, fair enough, can't get game time. Off you go, though. Bye-bye. And do you know what? If I'm United, rip his fucking contract up. He's not on stupid money. Rip it up. Ta-ra, off you go. Anthony. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Anthony. We're still waiting for this bloody deal from Betis. Rashford, like I said, just sell him. Get rid of him. Sancho finally fucking going. Thank the world. And then, of course, the other one, the certified idiot, okay, that is Garnacho. We are not a big club, guys. We don't act like a big club. Manchester United don't have the balls to be a big club. They don't have the balls to come to these players and say, you ain't training you're not going to Carrington, guys. Instead of going, oh, you can have more time off. You know, you can take more time off with you. We're coming back pre-season tomorrow. You have more time off. Bullshit. It's just bullshit. Jim says, doesn't matter what Amorim says, the Glazers don't listen. They are liars. They are liars. They're absolutely liars. Yes, and keep in mind what Sophie's saying there. Keep in mind what Queen Sophie. Let me have a sip, guys. I'm so angry. I've got a comment to show in a second. That's just I just nearly spat my drink out. Our beloved club. I'll show you the comment in a second. This just fucking tickled me, that has. Nick says, our beloved club is a shambles. The Glazers are producing a complete shambles as usual. Nothing has changed in 15 years. And Nick, I'm going to come into the mic for this one. It's never going to. It's never going to. We're going to be the Banter club for a very long time if we don't get our shit in check behind us. Because at the moment, we've got people who are good talkers, shit fucking workers, okay? We've got good talkers in the sense of Barada saying, don't worry, we've got a plan. Wilcox is doing a madness. Yeah, we're bringing in all these 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds. Where's the fucking experience? This is the comment that got me. Brian's not coming. Love that, Jim. That's like, I read that as, he's not coming, is he? He's not coming. Fucking brilliant. Love that. Toon. Look at the tunes. Over 150 in the chat. Let's get those likes up and subscribe to the channel. Yes, make sure we are, guys. This channel is growing. It is a community that is based on the people that I've had the pleasure of working with, like Loaded Magpies, like 12th Man, like Wolfie, like LB, all these people. So let's keep these subscribers coming. And what else have we got here? United is black and white, says John. Enjoy the drink, I bloody will. Terence says, I'm here because of Loaded Mags. Initial reaction is you need a background or room reactions, but the Spartan looks also in line with the Glazers, so it makes sense. Okay, cheers, Terence. Cheers, mate. David says you're getting DCL. Stop moaning. David. David, it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The guy scored 3 Premier League goals last season. 3! Even Rasmus Højlund outscored him. Come on! And Onana does need to go. Completely agree with that. Sell the women's team. Definitely not. They're the only ones doing anything. What's this? Don't be a... Look at that. Nice one, Jeff. Love that. Z! Welcome. This club is a mess. Prepare for another horrible season next season. It is, it is a mess. And it will only get worse if we don't bring the players in. And they have to do this the season I decide to start doing watch-alongs. I'll be able to hide downstairs and not have anyone see my tears. You guys are going to see nothing but tears this season, honestly. It's going to be horrendous. 25 likes to go. Keep it up, guys. Thank you, Donna. Much appreciated. United is black and white, honestly. What a fucking thing to come in with. Amorim should walk. Yeah, do you know something? Amorim said after the Europa League, didn't he? He said, I'll go if they want me to go. I'm going to be honest with you. That was never going to happen. No manager is ever going to walk away from the club because of the money. They're not. I mean, I take it on board, and I appreciate a manager saying, if they don't want me, I'll go. But they're never really going to go, are they? Because they want the money before that happens. Yes, let's get to 200 subs, guys. Let's see if we can get that on a Sunday night. And yeah, I'm sure you are, Terence. I'm sure you are. Z says they're going to blame Amorim if he doesn't get results next season when it's the board that should be getting all the blame. Exactly. And this is where we go back to. This is where we go back to with this board, okay? They will throw everything on Amorim. You'll have Barada come out and Wilcox come out and say, well, the style of play probably wasn't the United way. The United way, by the way, that absolutely infuriates me. When I hear some bloody YouTubers say that we should be playing the United way. What is the United way? Tell me what the United way is, because it's been nearly 14 years since that's happened. Bullshit, man. Absolute bullshit. Stephen Harker says, Man United have the revenue, but are being mistreated and run big time. Yeah, well, we are being mistreated, and that is absolutely always going to be the case. Wake Up News says Chelsea want Elanga, or the Newcastle boys won't be happy. Boys and girls, should I say, won't be happy with that. Elanga, man, do you know something? I hope, I'm going to say this, and I can see Wolfie's in the chat. I can see Wolfie's in the chat. I'm going to say this now. I hope a bidding war comes for that. I hope there is a bidding war. I hope he goes for stupid money, because we get part of that. We get part of that. And on today, when we're hearing that Mason Greenwood could be off to the Saudi League as well, that's potentially another 30 million we get. So yeah, let's hope there is a war there. And by the way, thank you, Wolfie, for teaching me the ways with that. Come on, let's get the 200 subs. Let's see if we can get there before the stream ends. What else have we got? Loads more. Bloody look at this. Look at this. Ginny Essen says, excited to watch the academy kids during pre-season, especially Chido Obi and Amas and Fredrickson. Yeah, and of course, look, we've got Diego Leon, and I'm not going to, I feel it'd be rude of me to sit here and say, oh, it's ridiculous he's being treated as a new signing. It's not his fault. And I want this kid to come in with the chest he's come in already and said, I'm not here to be, I want to play. I love that. But we just got to get our fucking shit together. Like, we've got to, this week something has to happen. This week, something has to happen. Instead of the bullshit, which is Manchester United and Brentford are still in negotiations. There's still a miscommunication. Just pay the fucking money, United. Just pay it. Pay the money. Honestly, it's redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. Dan the man, here he is, Chris. Everyone hit those likes and show support for Dan if you haven't subscribed. There we go. Look at that. This community, honestly, I love you all. Love each and every one of you. Here he is, Geordie Team for Life. Sorry, I'm late. I've been walking the dog, so I'll catch up later on. Hope you're well, Geordie Team for Life. And what else have we got here? What else? Look, honestly, spamming me with this, man. Spamming me with this. So people are talking about this, right? People are talking about McTominay, and people are talking about when players leave Manchester United and they end up doing quite well where they go. McTominay, for me, I don't feel like it's a good enough example. I think his game is built around Italian football. That's the reason why a lot of Scottish players go there and do quite well. He would not, without a doubt now, McTominay wouldn't have fitted into this system that Amorim's trying to play. I mean, you could have played him as a 10. I don't think it would have worked, though. I don't think it would have worked. I'm happy for him that he's doing well, though. Happy he's doing well. Just 17 more likes for the target, 50. 19 more for 200. Let's do that. Let's do that before the end of this. Oh, God. Don't forget the Real Reds Forest. Next. It's also depressing. We will never be any good until the owners walk. Well, unfortunately, the owners will never walk. They will never, ever, ever walk. What's this here? What's it on? Oh, I thought we had some decent news there. No, we didn't have any decent news. And here's the thing, like, let's just go back to I was being moaned at about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Do you know how many goals he's scored for Everton in his time? This is the striker that Manchester United will probably now, because it doesn't cost anything, go out and do. Bearing in mind he's got hamstrings, like his hamstrings are as durable as. Yeah, I'll show you. There you go. That's his hamstrings. That is Calvert-Lewin's hamstrings. Broke a pen there. Why should I get gassed for that? He scored 71 goals in 273 appearances for Everton. Where am I getting gassed at that? Where am I getting gassed? I just can't do it. Another Geordie here. Please continue on about how awful United is. You're paying helpers. Yeah, well, Terence, honestly, you guys are in the same boat though. Newcastle are in the same boat. Let's not have that mistaken. They've got to buy. They have got to buy because obviously being Champions League now as well, they know from the last time they were in the Champions League, it's going to be different. It's going to be different this time around for them. I'll be honest, I've never seen a worse goalkeeper than Onana. Chat, name me worse goalkeepers that are around today than Onana. Name it. The only player we can get a decent fee on is Garnacho. Well, this is the thing, though. But Garnacho only wants to stay in the Premier League, Z. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. He loves it in England. And I fear for Garnacho in the sense that, look, we know his attitude is appalling. And we only know it because of the interviews we see and his attitude on the pitch. Proper football clubs who do their due diligence are going to look at him and say, absolutely not. That kid has got a major, major attitude problem. And I just don't think that the clubs that he thinks will come for him are going to. I've said it several times. The guy thinks he's Ronaldo. He's absolutely not. Valsey, yes. Hope you're well. What a boring weekend, everyone. Shambles. It has been a shambles. Ten Hag created a massive mess. How the hell didn't he think? Yeah, well. Ten Hag, do you know what? He gets a lot of hate, a lot of hate. But a lot of these players that have come in have been through what he wants, through what he wanted. And Manchester United have been left with players that now don't fit the system that Amorim has. And look, I know that Amorim's system is a very unique one. And I will say this about Amorim: as much as I'll back this guy, and I will back him, I will absolutely back him. He's got to have a plan B next season. We cannot just go on 3-4-2-1 and hope that takes us through. He has to have a second system. We have to. Because too often, clubs knew exactly how to play through us. Will it change with more creativity up the top of the pitch, meaning that there's more work being done forwards? I don't know. But last season, we would just lose the ball in midfield and it would come back, and that would be it. And sometimes we'd have 5 defenders at the back, man. And yes, it's me, Everest. The chat has been lively tonight. So good. So good. To be fair, I'd have Maguire or Martinez. Nah. There's this myth about Martinez as a CDM, and he only did it a few times for Ajax. I don't see Martinez as a CDM. Martinez, I have a worry about Martinez. Because he's had 2 really bad injuries now. Will he come back anywhere near the same player he was? I don't think he will. 16 more subs, guys. Look at that. 16 more subs. Lynn, hope you are well. Hope you are very well. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Andy says, we are a big club, Dan, but we don't have the money. A definition of a big club to me, so for me, a big club is someone that fights on all fronts consistently, season after season, okay? Is in the Champions League every season, is getting late, I'm talking late into every cup competition, and obviously being in the top 2-3 every year with the Premier League. I don't think we are a big club. I'm happy, and it hurts to say it, but I'm happy to say that. Manchester United are not a big club anymore. We absolutely are not. And also, I'm sick to death of people saying, I can't believe the pull United have got. What fucking pull? What pull? The only pull we've got is Paul Bryan, who's sat in Brentford at the moment, checking his bloody phone every 2 minutes to get you can go for your medical now. If we had the pull that people think we do, Gyökeres would have come. Delap would have come, yeah? People like that would have come. We don't have it. We don't have the pull. The Glazers are disgusting, terrible what they're doing. They're an absolute mess. 11 more likes, guys. Let's keep them coming. Come on. 15 off 200 subs. Guys, I'm telling you, 200 subs would be absolutely incredible. We have literally only been going on this channel for 3 weeks. Is it 2 weeks actually? So it would be incredible if we hit the 200 subs. Suspicious mind. 1 trophy in 56 years, and they think they are United. Cartoon Army, welcome into Dan United. Don't anger them, Moxie. Don't anger them, Jesus Christ, because they're in a better... Look, Newcastle are, whether anybody likes it or not, they are in a much better situation than Manchester United are. I'd much rather be Newcastle at the moment. Honestly, I used to laugh at the situation at United, but it's got to the point where I feel bad for the younger fans who have never really known anything but a shambles. Do you know something? When I speak to these younger fans, and that sounds dodgy, but I mean, when I speak to like my wife's friends' kids, and they say United are crap, and I say, oh, and I feel like an old man. I go, oh, should have seen us in our day, though. Oh, should have seen us Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues. Oh, it was a blast. It's fucking years away from happening, that is. Into pre-season now, United need to get the signings in within the next week, at least. Should have been earlier, though. A new keeper, striker, midfielder, and Bryan is vital, not optional. Yeah, correct. Completely agree. It's so... Do you know what? I was going to try and read that out, Wolfie, but I just realised. Don't think Amorim's your answer, pal, says. Okay. He's awful tactically, plays one system, no changes to that system. No in-game changes, just player changes. He can't do it without the best players, unfortunately. I take it on board. There are a lot of people that that absolutely don't think that Amorim's the manager. I have to sit with hope, don't I? As a United fan, we've tried everything. We've tried up-and-coming managers. We've tried established managers. We've tried ex-players. We've tried the fucking borrowing someone for 6 months. We've tried everything. Like, there has to come a moment where Manchester United get it right, because they've got it wrong for so many years now. They've got it wrong. We have literally just seen it's just been a revolving door of issues. We fix one thing, something else goes wrong. We fix 2 things, 5 more things come. It's bollocks, absolute bollocks. 13 subs away from 200. There's 121 in here. Let's get those subs, guys. 13 subs gets me to 200, and it can hopefully make what this weekend has been for me a little bit more easier to stomach. Some Toon fans want DCL as a third choice. Do you know something? I'd take him as a third choice. I would. I would absolutely take Dominic Calvert-Lewin as a third choice striker. I would, because it's not someone you're relying on as much. But for him to potentially come in and be our starting striker, I'm going to say it now. Keep Højlund, keep Xerxes. I would rather a season with them 2 up top over Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming to the club. Stevie, thank you so much. It does happen every now and then. Lawrence says the tyranny of the global equals Man United hype for marketing to a global fan base. So true. And look at that, guys. We have just hit 50 likes. That is the first time I've hit 50 likes in a stream, guys. So big up yourselves. Big up to everybody who's supporting this channel. Absolute love to all of you. Thank you so much. What Man United is doing is the perfect example of gaslighting. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Mustafa says, Dan, will you credit Amorim? Will you credit Amorim? He did say the storm was arriving. Was right. Yeah, okay. So, sorry, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so Mustafa, he come in and absolutely said that from day dot. He said after a couple of good performances, he said, this is going to get bad. This is going to get bad. And he was right. Now, obviously, I suppose he had it in his power to be bad, but he was absolutely right. It was shambolic. But what I feel like he may have been doing last year was just showing the owners exactly how bad these players were. But it's backfired, because in a normal circumstance, in any other club, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, Liverpool, fucking Bournemouth, Fulham, if they have a group of players that aren't good enough, what happens? They ship them out. They go. Ta-ra. Bye-bye. Sayonara. United, we go up to a player and say, Onana, you're not good enough to play for United. We don't want you anymore. And he goes, well, I ain't going anywhere. And we go, yeah, fair. Sorry. Yeah, apologies. Yeah, apologies about that. It's bullshit. 11. Oh, God, imagine. You can call him Calvin, a Swedish commercial guy. It's a case of accepting the club will never be successful under this ownership. It's Groundhog Day. Will Amorim be the first to walk? People have been saying this for a while about will Amorim be the first manager to be sacked this season. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I don't think he will. Absolutely don't think he will. Paul Mullin. No, he's already gone to... where's Paul Mullin gone? Has he gone to Reading or something like that? He's gone somewhere on loan, hasn't he? Bill says, would you really want Amorim to walk away, though? I can't see anyone who would actually do any different. No, I don't. And Bill, I got this. Wolfie actually said this to me when we were on 12th man. If he's still in the chat, he'll back me up. And he said you should have kept Ruben van Nistelrooy, which was, I think, the worst decision. We've had that before where we've had an ex-player come in and the feel-good buzz is in the air and you go, Ollie at the wheel, as we all remember. But then it ends, doesn't it? Because Ollie took us to a point where, bless him, he got the club back together. He got the unity with the fans and the players, and it was a real feel-good moment. What Manchester United should have done then was say, right, Ollie, brilliant, you've taken us to here. Brilliant. We're now going to bring someone in. Thank you for your work. But they didn't, and then it just went so bad. 11, honestly. Let's hit those 200. We've got 127 people watching. Let's get 200. Let's get 200. The United way is Eddie Howe. Well, I had a conversation with the Loaded Mag boys, and I said I wanted Eddie Howe, but what can we say? Let's focus on the positives. Newcastle wouldn't be in the Champions League if United didn't beat Villa on the final day. You can hang your hat on that. Hey, it's the United way, isn't it? It's the United way, Sabutio. Sorry, Dan, have been busy last couple of weeks and haven't been able to tune in. And free today, just subscribed as well. Big up to you. Thank you so much, Z. We've got lots coming this week, guys. We've got a lot happening this week. There's going to be some guests on that you're going to recognise, and they're going to have plenty of stuff to say. How times have changed. Man U needing add-ons. Lol, I'll piss off, Wolfie. Piss off. If Amorim did go, who will we get? No, we won't get Southgate. I honestly, I mean this. I went to an insurer expo a couple of weeks. No, actually, it was May. Christ, it's gone. That's how fucking long this has been. And Southgate was there. He was there doing a talk, and I stood and watched him, and I thought, you really are the most boring twat I've ever watched. I mean, how he did what he did with England is just beyond me. Fair play to him, but I wouldn't want to be sat next to him on a plane for 12 hours. Put it that way. 4-4-2 hard counter is the United way, or 4-3-3 when we have a world-class front three. The closest we've got to doing was probably Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. No, like he played. We did absolutely. I just feel like there was someone that could have perhaps taken over then. 8 more to go, guys. 8 more. 8 more. And yes, you're completely right, Connie. They are. Saudi's helping United out because Glazers have rinsed the money. What's this one? Mason Greenwood should have been in the. What's that? Should have been in the. I don't get that, Bill. I don't get it, bud. Don't get it. You have to explain. And what else have we got here? What else? She is the G, by the way. She is the G. She absolutely is the G. So Lawrence, this is something that Manchester United have always been so good at, though, is media. There is one thing that absolutely infuriates me when we come off the back of a horrific loss. It's when you get the standard with the players, not the result we wanted yesterday. We'll try harder this week. And do you know something? I can't stand Mark Goldbridge, you know this, but he's so right in what he says about then they release the pictures of training session winning. They're just awful. They're just awful. Nick says, if this is putting the Manchester, Sir Jim Ratcliffe putting Manchester back into Manchester United, would like for him to explain this shit show he is creating after getting into bed with the Glazers. Well, he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. Like, Sir Jim has come to Manchester United, and we all sort of went, well, okay, if that's who it has to be, then that's who it has to be. And so far, he's sacked a lot of people. He's cut off the money that they used to give to the legends, which I think is appalling. And we're looking at a transfer window where I don't understand where our direction is. Now, in 10 years' time, we might look back at this and go, remember when Sir Jim come in and did all that, and look at us now. Who'd have thought it? Not me. Not me. It could go right, but everything that's happening at the moment is leading one way to Manchester United, and that's in the bin. Okay? In the bin. Fucking a joke. McTominay wasn't good enough for United, full stop. Yeah, exactly. Agree with that. Come on, 6 to go, guys. 6 to go. McTominay, I don't get the... I can't even say that. He was a part of McFred under Ollie. Oh, my God. I mean, yeah, but we were more successful. This is the problem, Mustafa, right? In what fucking world was McFred a better midfield partnership than what we've got now? It baffles me. If the Bryan deal collapses, God help the board, they will get it. I tell you something, I think if it doesn't go through, if something does happen where we go and lose him, it wouldn't surprise me if there are mass protests about this club. Do you remember when they got the United and Liverpool game kicked off and stopped? That's what needs to happen again. These owners need to be hit in the pocket. They need to be hit in the pocket. But unfortunately, here's the problem. Unfortunately, with the modern day football fan at Premier League stadiums, it is more about buy-a-gift fans now. People who buy a gift when they're on holiday to come watch football clubs. The amount of times I'm in Old Trafford and I turn around and we start singing the Georgie Best song, and I look around and people are going, on the piss, Georgie Best. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, man. McTominay was classic Man United 4-4-2. Now we have Portuguese league system good enough for European opposition potentially. 5 away, guys. We're 5 away. Yes, it wouldn't surprise me if we get linked with Wilson next. Callum Wilson. Well, what do you say about this comment, though, Z? What do you say? Anybody who comes into a new job says they're going to better things, don't they? You get a job at McDonald's, you don't walk in there and go, I'm going to be shit at doing burgers, me. You come in and go, I'm going to flip more burgers than you've ever seen in your life. People come in and promise the world that they're going to do all these things and change things around. And I know that the whole scenario Manchester United have had with the situation of it being run so poorly for so long was going to take time. I get that. And I'm not here to say Manchester United should have it all fixed like that. But they've had long enough to start putting things in place. Yes, okay, they've done well with Heaven. They've done well with Chida Obi. It's yet to be seen with Leon. They've done things with the youth players they're bringing in that you look at and go, decent signings for the money we paid for them as well. Spectacular. But what they don't seem to get right is bringing in established players. They've got Cunha at the moment. They're going to get Bryan, hopefully. We need established players in this team. It's all fair and well saying we've got a lot of youth products and we can push them forward and they can do it. And, you know, the infamous, you won't win anything with kids, but football's different now. It's different now. And you run the risk of absolutely burning these lads out, these kids out. Like most of Northern Europe, our tradition for many decades was to provide employment for Mediterranean Europeans. Ruben is emblematic. Oh, crikey. Turner. Who says Turner? Impossible. Onana makes me laugh. He's horrendous. Oh, here we go. He's the goalkeepers. You can tell how far behind. Guys, I'm so far behind with these comments. Let me catch myself up a little bit. So people saying Ramsdale, Ginny Hester. Mignolet. Okay. Yeah. If Garnacho had a better attitude, I'd have taken him there. Did you see that Pratt on TalkSport saying that Calvert-Lewin was on a good day? There isn't a difference between him and Gyökeres. This annoys me, right? And I'm going to try and get through these comments now because I'm feeling I'm quite far behind here. But this annoys me. Like, these fucking prats that sit on that radio station and say the things they say. Absolute nonsense. Only team in Premier League that was signed Garnacho was Chelsea. Yeah, well, absolute facts. 4 more subs to go. I reckon we might have hit it, and I'm just so far behind here. Honestly, I'd rather sign no players this window than taking Calvert-Lewin on a free. I agree with that. We are a big club in name, but not on the pitch. Facts, it's been proven for the last 10 years. It's true. Yeah, and it is great to see. The Geordie faithful have been fantastic for me. So thank you very much, guys. Moxie with the comment there. Andy says, I think Ruben is going to fail because the ball will not back him and he will be the fall guy. Well, it's looking more and more like that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me put that on. Then we've got all the comments. Perfect. 3 more subs to go, guys. 2 more I'm seeing here. 2 more. And H, good luck working from home tomorrow, my guy. Good luck working from home tomorrow, my guy. And we need 2 more for 200, unless I've missed it. What else have we got? I think Amorim is a good coach, just my opinion. Look, people absolutely need to remember Amorim didn't get the job by default. Amorim didn't even want the fucking job until the new season. Amorim looked at it from the outside and said, don't want it until then. But he was told he had to take it. So I'm not going to completely go. I'm not going to go on about Amorim. I think he's just got to be given the chance to do what he's doing. Højlund, he's got to go, blood. Højlund's got to go, blood. And there we go, guys. I think we've done it. I think we have done it. We have hit 200 subscribers in this tonight. We have hit 200. And that is absolutely because of you guys, because of Sophie, because of It's Me Everest, because of the OGs, Moxie Shun, because of, who else have we got? We got loads here. Donna as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't need a Zoom background, Terence. I don't need a Zoom background. I've only just started, mate. I've got to redecorate the room and then it will all be different. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I promise you. Look at this. Just fantastic, guys. Just fantastic. And there we go. Lucas says exactly what I said. Rude would have been another Ollie. Completely agree. And there we go. 201. Let's get these up, guys. Genius says, look at Carrick. Did well as a caretaker for a couple of games, but has done nothing special in the championship. He got sacked. Experience is super important for a club like Manchester United. 100%. 100%. Yeah. I tell you what, mate. I made that. That was me. The logo you're seeing. I did it. Fucking brilliant. No, we don't want Jovic. No, definitely not. Christ almighty, guys. Let's have a look. Get some of your comments in. I am catching up through these. Oh, right. Okay. So my comment about Greenwood has to be censored because it's very much against you two. It was out of respect for your chat. Okay, yeah. Look, we all know what Greenwood did, and that's one of the reasons I never wanted him back at the club. But if we can still make money on him, absolutely buzzing on that. Something very bad happened to the club after Mourinho. I just have a feeling about that. Yeah, we are. Well, we are celebrity obsessed. Completely agree. 30 to go for 100 likes, guys. That's phenomenal. That is. I did see the problem. I see the problem. You have to run. How to? Oh, I see it. Oh, is that the book behind? Yeah. Terence, honestly, that's one of the best books I've ever read. Leeds in 2 weeks. Yeah. Guys, honestly, we're coming up to an hour as well. I wasn't going to stay on this long tonight because I'm hungover to hell, but you guys have got rid of my hangover. This is all you. This is all you. Modern fans in the stadium know fuck all about it for George Best. Completely agree. Jamie, this was never going to happen. This Sheikh Jazim was he even real? Was he even real? We wanted, of course, I will stand here and shamelessly say it. I wanted the money. I wanted someone to come in, just put the money down and go, right, spend. But it's not going to happen. It's absolutely not going to happen. Have I caught up with these chats yet? I think I have. Right, I've caught up with your chats. Okay, let's get that down to business. So, Andy says, Chelsea remind me when Roman took over and bought every player going, it will blow up there, blow up how they're doing to keep all the players happy. Well, this is the problem, isn't it? They've got how many players at Chelsea at the moment? I don't know how they get away with doing what they're doing. To be fair, mate, it was. To be fair, it's me, Everest. It's because I realised I had a load of comments to get through, so it won't be on that much longer. What else? We could have the best manager in the world, but the best players is what we need. Do you know something, though, Chappie? Manchester United, you don't need the best players in the world to win titles. You absolutely don't need. This myth about having to have the best players in the world is a myth. Manchester United won titles with some stunning players, but you had to have the hard workers, the 6 and 7 out of 10s in that squad. The Phil Neville, Gary Neville, Carrick, Dennis Irwin. Who else is there? Keano, Pallisters, Bruce's. People like that make you a better club because you have a solid consistency in your players. If you go out there and try and buy all the superstars, you have to rely on these superstars being at their best all the way through the season. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that for me. It absolutely doesn't. But I take what you're saying, Chappie. I do take what you're saying. Just drink a beer, Matt. That was the problem, Terence. I drank too many beers yesterday, my friend. Went out at 12, got in at 1 o'clock this morning. 1 o'clock this morning. Had to sleep on the sofa. Mrs. Robinson was not happy. I like to live dangerously, Terence. I like to, but I'll turn it off for you, brother. There you go. And there we go, guys. Look at that. We're on 53 minutes. I'm absolutely spent. I'm going to be cutting it soon. Any questions before I go? Pop them in now. So look at this. The class of 92 was, and yeah, it was with Giggs, Beckham, Neville. Yeah, it was. I mean, look, you're never going to see a crop of players come through like that did. You're never going to see that happen again. It never happens. All that will happen is youth players will come through and then Chelsea will just buy all of them afterwards. That's what they seem to be doing. Dan, save me from heartbreak and stop this deal now. Forget about Bryan and take Kudus. Do you know something? So I'm sorry to say this, Lucas, but it's actually really good news that Spurs want him because I was terrified that they might swoop in for Bryan. I was honestly terrified, but now we're doing that. Yeah, I'm buzzing with that. And yes, 206 subs, absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So hot. Too many top many beers than cheap wine with cheap beers, and I live on the meds. Oh, lucky bugger. Let's hope we have a good start to the week, Bryan. Guys, tonight has been emotional. You have all been absolutely fantastic and solid, and I thank each and every one of you, new subscribers, new viewers. All of the comments has been immense. Oh, one quick question before I go. Do you think Ralph Ranieri was also proved right and Jonas did the fit? Yeah, I completely think he was. He come in and said everything, didn't he? Open heart surgery. He listed all of the problems. And look, the chickens have come home to roost. And yeah, well, it's not happening. That's the problem, Akara. I'll tell you that now, but he ain't coming. He ain't coming. Started this stream on 172, now on 2. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining. And it will be at 9 o'clock, mate. 9 o'clock every night. Always 9 o'clock. Always 9 o'clock. Guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been emotional. I will see you all at 9 p.m. tomorrow, potentially, hopefully, with Pots on the channel. To all of the Newcastle fans who have joined and subbed, thank you very much. To all of your new subscribers, thank you very much. And to everybody out there, remember, this is Dan United, Bryan Brigade. Ooh!